Hi students, today we are going to discuss about deleting a node from the doubly linker list. Here, the first thing is there are different ways to delete the node from the doubly linker list. We can delete the node at the beginning, or else we can delete the node at the end. We can delete the element at the desired position, and we can delete the node based upon the item. These are the different ways to delete an element from the doubly linker list. See the first one, how to delete the node from the beginning. See this function. This is the function for deleting the node at the beginning. Here we have declared the function called as void delete. At the beginning we have defined, and we have to define the current pointer, and if start equal to null, that means at the beginning itself we are going to delete the element or delete the node at the beginning. If you want to delete the node at the beginning, what we have to check is we have to check the starting position. If start equal to null, that means here this is the starting. If start equal to null, then the linked list is empty. We can't able to delete the node. That means here it will check if it contains the address. If it contains the address means the node is present, then we can delete that node. Otherwise, if the start itself is null, that means here it doesn't contains any address, then the linked list is empty. We can't able to delete the node. Otherwise, if it contains, here I have given two elements, that is 10 and the 20 elements, and I have created the two nodes, first node and the second node here, so that start contains the address called as 1000. That means here the start is not equal to null. If start is not equal to null, the else part will get executed. Start equal to start to fro, that means here the start contains the address called as 1000. It will move to the first node, then start to back equal to null. Now here whenever it has moved to the first node, start equal to start to fro, this node will get deleted. The first node will get deleted. After deleting that first node, automatically what will happen is start to back will become the null. That means here this node will get deleted, and after deleting the node we are connecting the second node as the first node. This is the way to delete the node at the beginning. And the next one, to delete the node at the end. If you want to delete the node at the end is, first we have to create one node, and this is the function delete end, and this we have to define the current pointer, node to current pointer, and we have to check the same thing, start equal to null. If you want to delete the element, we have to check whether the starting position is equal to null or not. That means if the start address is null, then the linked list is empty. We can't able to delete the element. Otherwise, here I have entered the three nodes, that is the first node, second node and the third node. I have entered the three nodes so that the start contains the address. Here if start equal to null means then it is empty. We can't able to delete the element, that the linked list is empty. Otherwise, start to fro equal to null. Else if we are going to check the condition, start to fro is equal to null or not. If start to fro equal to null means automatically start equal to null. If start to fro equal to null means then start is also equal to null. Automatically it will return that the linked list is null. We can't able to delete the element. Otherwise, else current pointer equal to start. This will become the current pointer, that is the 1000 address will be stored into the start position. Then current pointer equal to start, this will become the current point. The first one will become the current pointer. Here we are going to check the condition while current pointer to fro not equal to null. This is the current pointer to fro, this is the fro address. Here if it is equal to null or not, we are going to check. If it is not equal to null, that means here I have given the next node also. The next node address is 2000. The 2000 is stored in this place, so that here the current pointer is not equal to null, the condition is true. If the current pointer is not equal to null, if the condition is true, means automatically the statements will get executed. That is the current pointer equal to current pointer to fro. Again, this will become the current pointer. Now we have moved to the second position, that is second node. Here, now this will become the current pointer. Current pointer equal to current pointer to fro. Again, it will move to the next node. And again, here also it will check whether it is equal to null or whether it is not equal to null. Here, now this will become the current pointer. Here, current pointer to fro is equal to null. Here the condition is wrong. If it is equal to null, means the statements outside of this while will get executed. That is, current pointer to back to fro equal to null. That means now here the last one, here the while, here we check the condition, current pointer to fro is not equal to null or equal to null. Here this is equal to null, this condition become false. If it is equal to null, means we can consider this as the end element, so that this node will get deleted. After deleting this node, now current pointer to back to fro equal to null. Here this node has been deleted, so that the address that we have stored here as 3000 will also be removed, and this will become null here. That is, current pointer to, this will become the current pointer, back to fro will become the null. We have assigned to null. This is the node to delete at the end. And the next one, function to delete from desired position. That means we are going to take the position, and based on that position we are going to delete the node. Here we have to give the position. That means in which position the element has to be, that is the node has to be deleted. Based on the position we are going to delete the node. And this is the function void delete position. We are defining the position, and we have to define the I value. Why? Because already we have seen in the insert function also, if you want to go to the particular position, that means based on the position we are inserting the element, or else we are deleting the element. Based on the position we have to delete or insert the element, means here we have to take the for loop. It has to start from the first position to the desired position, so that we have to define the for loop. If you want to define the for loop means here we have to define one variable, so that we are giving the variable called as I, and the current pointer equal to start. Here we are checking the condition. If we have given the position as 1, means we have to delete the element at the beginning. That means you have to check that beginning function. Here already we have discussed this beginning function. Start equal to null means linked list is empty, otherwise we are going to delete the first node, and the address will be, and the next node will become the first node. That function will get executed. If we have given the position as 1, then that beginning function will get executed. Otherwise, if we have given the position as 3, here for example I have taken the position as 3. I have given the position is 3. If I have given the position as 3, from where it will start means current pointer equal to start. That means this will become the current pointer. From start to, we are moving to the current pointer. Then I equal to 1, I less than position. What is I value here is 1. Already we have assigned 1. 1 less than 3. The condition is true. If the condition is true means current pointer equal to current pointer to fro. This is the current pointer. Current pointer equal to current pointer to fro means this is the fro. Fro will contains the addresses 2000. It will move to the next node. And here again, now we have moved to the next node. I value get incremented. I plus plus. Now I will become 2. Again here we are going to check the condition 2 less than 3. 2 less than 3, the condition is true. If the condition is true, again current pointer equal to current pointer to fro. This is the current pointer equal to current pointer to fro. Here it contains the 2000 address. It will move to the next node. Again, we have moved to the next node, and again I value get incremented. Here I will become 3. 3 less than 3, the condition is wrong. So that we have stopped here. So that this is called as the end node. This one will get deleted. After that is we have moved to the third position. The third position we have moved. The third element at the third node will get deleted. And after that, current pointer to back to fro equal to current pointer to fro. Now, this is the current pointer. From here we have moved. This node has been deleted. Now we have moved to the next node, that is fourth node I have defined here. Now back, current pointer to back. This is the back to fro. This will become the fro. This is back and this is fro will become the current pointer to fro. That means here now we have moved to the next position after deleting the third position node. Based on the position we have given as 3, the third node will get deleted. After deleting the third node, it will move to the next node, and the next node current pointer to back to fro. We are going to assign current pointer to fro. That means here instead of the 3000 address has been deleted, and in the place of this 3000 we are going to store the next node address, that is 4000 will be stored into the current node. This is the function to delete the element from desired position. Here based on the position we have deleted the node, and the next function is here we are going to give the item. We are going to check that item whether that item is present in the node or not. If the item is present in the node, then we are going to delete that particular item. If the item is not present, then it will display that the item is not found in the list. That is the logic of this function to delete the node if the item is given. See this function, we have to define the function name, that is delete the item. Then current pointer equal to start. Here we are going to check the condition if start equal to null. Already we have discussed from the beginning. If start equal to null means automatically the linked list is empty. We can't able to display the item. We can't able to display the item. Why? Because the linked list is empty. When if start equal to null. Otherwise, else if start to info equal to item. Start to info. Start, it contains the address as 1000. Start to info. Info means here it contains the value as 10. This is the item. This is the info part. If start equal to null means it will be empty. Else here the item. What is the item that we have given is, for example, if we take the item as 20, if we have given the item as 20, and what is the first item, that is start to info. What is start to info is, start to info is 10, and we have given the item called as 20. 10 equal to 20, both are not equal, so that it is wrong. It will move to the else part. If it is correct means here if the condition is correct, that is start to info, if we have given the item as 10, 10 equal to 10, here this element, this item will get deleted. Here both are not equal. We have compared the item as well as the info part in the current pointer, both are not equal, so that we have to move to the next node. Next node will become the current pointer. Now here the else part, while the current pointer to info is not equal to item and current pointer is not equal to null. Here the current pointer to info is not equal to item and the current pointer is also not equal to null. Both the conditions are true. Then current pointer means here the address is not equal to null. Here it contains the address, that means fro part is there, automatically it will move to the next node. Then current pointer to fro. This is the current pointer to fro is 2000. It will move to the next node. And again here, now this is the current pointer. Here we have to check the condition. If current pointer is equal to null, here the current pointer is equal to null means then the element is not found in the list. Here if it does not contains the element, that is item, the element called as item. Here if it does not contain any item, if it is null means then the element is not found in the list, we can't able to delete that item. Otherwise, else here if it contains the item, if it is not null, else here it is going to compare that again. 20 equal to 20, the item we have given as 20, and this is the current pointer element also we will check. 20 equal to 20, this is correct. This node will get deleted. Why? Because we have entered the item called as 20, and here the item, the info part also contains the item called as 20. 20 equal to 20, both are equal. This element will get deleted, this node itself will get deleted. After deleting this node, here current pointer to back to fro equal to current pointer to fro. Here this node has been deleted, and what we have to do is we have to link the first node to the next node. Next to deleted node has to come to this deleted place, so that current pointer to back to fro equal to current pointer to fro. Now this will become the current pointer. This current pointer address will come to the fro part. Then current pointer to fro to back equal to current pointer to back. Current pointer to back has to store the address of 3000. This is the function to delete a node if the item has given.